Good morning, everybody. I'm getting ready to take my kiddos to some fun little adventures today. And I'm going live so that you can ask me questions about my new adopt-a-mom, Julie. So if you guys have seen my stories this morning, I'm all cracked out on this. This is what I live for, okay? I've been spending time in the Word and asking God to keep my focus. And my focus today, I heard this really strange message from the Lord. I don't want to I get a lot of people saying I'm involved in politics, and I'm like, I'm not really involved in politics. I don't really do politics. I want to change. I don't want to change policy. I want to change people. That's what I heard today from the Lord. I want to change people. I don't want to change policy. Policies are flawed, right? Women can go get abortions up to birth. It's a terrible policy. But if we change their hearts and they choose life instead of what they can choose, then we've changed people. So I am literally doing my makeup. But you guys, I want to tell you about my adopt-a-mom, Julie. So Let Them Live is a pro-life organization that comes alongside moms. They get referred, these moms, by like clinics, so abortion clinics or choice clinics, right? This woman is primed for choosing an abortion. She's got all of these things wrong. She's got no support, blah, blah, blah. Well, when the woman chooses life, Let Them Live comes alongside them and supports them however they can. So if that's with like funding for their rent, their utilities, all of their like baby supplies, right? So these women get, they just get handed money. They're not like, oh, my rent's $5,000. Can you cover my $5,000? They get a check for $20,000. No, like this is all validated. So they get a stroller, they get diapers, they get wipes, they get baby supplies. Let Them Live provides these women all this stuff, but it's usually not enough. So, these women, they get all this stuff, but they still have other issues. Like the organization is called Let Them Live. And this particular woman, Julie, you've got to hear this. This is like unreal that people like this exist. This poor thing, she's got 3 kids. She's pregnant with her 4th, her baby boy, due in December. She has a disease. I don't know it's called HG. I need to look it up. I don't know the extent of what that is. I don't care really. She's sick. That's all I care about. She is sick. She was an emergency dispatch woman. She lost her job because she was sick so often. Now she's jobless, has 3 kids, is pregnant, and has no car. She has no car either. This woman is like the epitome of, hey, you should get an abortion. You can't afford your kids. And she didn't. There's women out there that are like, oh, my boyfriend just doesn't want a baby, so I'm going to, kill it. And then they go do it. Of all the women that can come up with a justification for an abortion, she would be it. And yet she chose life. So I've adopted her. I'm using my nonprofit, Galatians Girl, to raise money for her rent, her utilities, more baby supplies, and I want to bless her other kids. Julie said that her kids have never seen her happy. She's always struggling. She is always trying to make ends meet. She's always stressed out. Her kids have never known what it's like to just enjoy their mom because she's always like, I don't even know how we're going to survive. So I want those kids to see the love of Jesus in a way that we didn't just come alongside and, pay the rent. Kids can't see that. I want her kids to get gift boxes, right? With, I'm a My Freedom Cart rep, so I'm gonna go and buy all toxic free like toiletries for these kids. Their body wash, their bubble bath, their shampoo, their toothpaste. They have their hand soap. They have these cute little koala kid-based toiletries, right? I'm gonna put them in a box for these kids. And so each child, she's got an 8-year-old daughter, a 5-year-old son, and a 15-month-old son. They're going to get their own box of like coloring books, toiletries, headbands for the girl, things like that. So that when they hear their mom say, this woman adopted us and she is paying our rent and our utilities for however many months I can raise, the kids are like, okay, yay. But then they also see this tangible box of like, this woman that adopted us also is showing us Jesus' love through gifting us. Like, I get nothing out of this, right? Except the joy, the pure joy of changing someone's life. I mean, I guess that's a good selfish reason. I get to change someone's life using my platform. But her children seeing a complete stranger on the internet took the time to build these gift boxes for us, raise money for us, pay our rent, pay our utilities, all because that's how much life matters. That's how much it matters that this woman chose life for her baby. So I did stories a few months ago on a date night and was like, hey, here's my Venmo. It's at $0. I'm going to raise money for whoever my waitress is and tip my waitress. And I raised like $2,300. And I feel like a lot of that was part of the journey. People love being part of the journey. They can give $5, $10, whatever. It's like nothing. You give $2. And it added up to $2,300. And I'm thinking, that was in one night in like 3 hours. What if I could raise like $10,000 for this woman? Her rent and her utilities are paid. We have proof of her rent and her utilities are paid all through her birth. She's going to give birth in December. And her children her other children have everything they need up until that point. Like, it's a time in their life when they realize we want for nothing. They've never, ever lived, any of them, in a point where, I can't even imagine this. They've never lived in a point where they're like, we are stressed about nothing. We have everything we need. We have our food. We have our utilities paid. We have toiletries. We have toothpaste. Like, can we just go to the park and enjoy our life as a family? Because there is nothing that stresses us out. I can't imagine people that live in a world where they're always pining and striving for something. I'm very, very blessed in my life. And my children want for nothing. And I just can't imagine other kids living where they are always stressed out. They're always seeing their mom stressed out. So that's why I'm doing this. That is why, so I'm doing it. And I know I could do it alone, but if you guys want to help, that's what I want. I want to ask you to help me. So in my launch links, in my bio, says launch links. There is a support my Adopt-A-Mom, Julie. All of the money is going through a 501c3, and it's getting donated back to another 501c3. Let them live so that they can help Julie. She already chose life for her baby, and for that, I want to bless her. So if you guys want to help me, please go to the launch links in my link tree. And if you have any questions about this, DM me. Like, this is an open book. This is an open conversation. There's nothing to hide here. There's no sneaky agenda. If you want to know more about Julie and what she's going through, I would love to tell you. But please go to the launch links. Support my Adopt-A-Mom, Julie. And I want to change this woman's life. And I would just love for you to join me.